For most of human history, cats were nothing but shadows. Not pets, not companions. Just small, solitary predators hiding across deserts and dry grasslands, hunting alone in the dark. If you lived 10,000 years ago, you probably never thought twice about them. Wolves were terrifying. Bears were terrifying. A tiny striped hunter slipping between rocks wasn't worth worrying about. And yet somehow, that quiet little predator ended up sleeping on human beds, knocking cups off tables, and being worshipped as a god in one of the greatest civilizations in history. Cats were never tamed on purpose. No human decided to invent a small, furry alarm system for rodents. Cats invited themselves in. And the strangest part is that humans may not have realized what was happening until it was already too late. To understand this, you have to go back to one of the biggest turning points in human history: farming. Around 12,000 years ago, humans stopped wandering constantly in search of food and started settling down. They built villages, they planted crops, and for the first time ever, they stored massive amounts of grain in one place. That grain solved one problem and created another. Mice showed up, then rats. Then entire rodent populations exploded around human settlements almost overnight. To early farmers, this was a disaster. Losing stored grain to rodents could mean starvation through winter. But somewhere nearby, wildcats noticed something incredible. Humans had accidentally gathered thousands of prey animals into one convenient location. For a small hunter used to chasing scattered mice across miles of desert, a grain village was basically an endless buffet. So the boldest wildcats crept closer, slowly, cautiously, hunting near storage buildings after dark, staying just outside the firelight. And humans started noticing something too. Their rodent problem was mysteriously getting smaller. Nobody trained these cats. Nobody fed them by hand. The relationship worked because it benefited both sides. Cats got an unlimited food source. Humans got free pest control. Evolution took it from there. The wildcats, calm enough to tolerate human presence, thrived. The nervous ones stayed in the wild, hunting the hard way. But here's where cats break every rule dogs followed. Dogs transformed completely during domestication. New bodies, new behavior, new emotional wiring. Cats barely changed at all. A modern house cat is genetically almost identical to its wild ancestor. If an African wildcat wandered into your backyard today, you'd probably just assume it was somebody's tabby. Think about how your own cat behaves, stalking invisible prey across the living room floor, sitting motionless, watching birds for hours, pouncing on feet under blankets like they're prey. That's not quirky pet behavior. That's an unedited, wild hunting instinct running inside your home. And unlike dogs, cats never evolved to obey anyone. Dogs became expert readers of human emotion. Cats simply learned that human civilization was a good place to live and moved in on their own terms. As farming spread across the ancient world, cats spread with it. Then humans handed them an even bigger opportunity: ships. Grain ships were infested with rats, so sailors started bringing cats aboard to control them. Suddenly, a small desert predator had a free ticket across oceans, crossing entire continents alongside human civilization. Eventually, cats stopped being just useful. In ancient Egypt, they became sacred. Harming a cat could bring serious punishment. Statues of cats appeared in temples. Archaeologists have uncovered burial sites containing millions of mummified cats. An animal that once hid quietly in the desert had become spiritually important to one of the most powerful civilizations in history. And even now, thousands of years later, cats still carry themselves like they never fully agreed to any of this. They still hunt toys like real prey. They still ignore commands. They still vanish for hours before demanding food like they're doing you a favor. Dogs joined humans as partners. Cats joined humans as opportunists who never bothered updating the terms of the agreement. And tonight, your cat is going to curl up somewhere in your home, a descendant of ancient desert hunters, completely convinced that the house was always theirs to begin with.